Here are the best chess moments of the month from the games I covered on this YouTube channel. The format of the video will be this. I'll introduce a moment, then I will provide a short clip to that video. All of these videos will be given in the description below. Here are my favourite moments. The biggest video so far this month is new GM Queen Sacrifice by Max Warmerdam. It picked up a lot of views in the last week. I think maybe Max shared it on Twitter, but I could not find it. I found this out as I saw this traffic source was from Twitter. This video now has about 500 views. For me, this is ridiculous, to have 500 views for one video in 1 month. In this clip, I will show queen versus 2 bishops and a pawn. A very strange material imbalance. Have you ever seen a material imbalance like this? Couple of bishops, controlling the center, with a pawn on e2, which has potential to become a queen. In the meantime, white's queen is so passive, it just has to sit there to stop black from getting a queen. On the 7th of January, he tweeted this. Just finished the 2nd Vergani Cup by scoring my last Grandmaster norm to become a Grandmaster. I wasn't sure what to expect after 9 months of absence from classical chess, but it was difficult to imagine this happening. Life goal achieved. Congratulations to Max Warmerdam. Carlsen played a bullet game so good I called it Immortal, an amazing king hunt of a game. This video has about 160 views. In this clip I will show a mate in 3 Carlsen missed. Later he actually played mate in 8. Pause the video now or let the timer run. Can you find checkmate in 3 moves? The first move is rook e8 check. Let's play it out. I'm going to draw in the arrows to test your calculating ability. Rook e8 check, the king can only go here. Now the rook has to go to g8 check, flushing the king out to h6. Mate in 1 with the knight because the king can actually come out here. So knight f7 stops that, checking the king and stopping the king escaping to g5. Let's play it out. Rook e8 check. All the red arrows show all the squares the king cannot go to. It can only go to g7. Rook g8 check. The king cannot go to any red arrow. Can't go here because of knight and bishop. King can only come out. Checkmate in 1. Very beautiful. Knight f7. Knight checks the king. Can't go there. The king is just blocked in by his own pieces. Knight bishop checkmate seen in Aronian versus MVL. A lot of people are interested in how to mate with knight and bishop. I showed how in this video. In this clip, I will show a key setup you need to know. King to the left. King c6. Let's guard that square with knight c5. If the king goes back, knight b7 check. King here, king here. Now the king can only go here. Can't go there because the knight. King. King are opposite, king c8, and we can just check the guy. This knight continues to control this. This king has to go to the left. And then we play like that waiting move we had here. You just want to get the bishop on that square. We had the bishop on here. Now we have the bishop here. The king goes in the corner and it's checkmate in 3 moves. Knight can just come out the way. King b8, knight check. The knight will check. The knight will control a dark square. King in the corner and then bishop c6 mate. Any setup like this. King, knight and then the bishop, doesn't matter where it is, on this diagonal, checkmating the king in the corner. Dubov was my favourite player of last year. I show how Dubov beat Carlsen 3 times in 2 days. In this clip, I will show one brilliant variation. However, Carlsen checked with queen a1 check, king g2, and bishop takes e3. White is going to win in a few moves time, so let's play the first move. It makes sense to flush out the king, so rook h7 check, king g5. Pause the video or let the timer run. What can white play now? By the way, f4 check is illegal because of this bishop. So what does white play? You get rid of the bishop. It doesn't matter that black is attacking your queen because you are going to attack his king. Rook takes bishop. Bishop takes f2 doesn't work because f4 check. The king can't go to any of the red arrows, so king f6 and then mate in 1, rook f7. Radjabov beat Aronian in the final of the AirThings Masters in a Berlin endgame. In this clip, I will show how the knight has made half of black's moves. Check out all these blue arrows. It is move 19 and this knight has made most of the moves in this game. Check out this entire journey. So I'm going to try and record all this. Knight began here. To f6 to e4, it took the pawn, then it went to d6 because it attacked the bishop. Then the pawn was here, it attacked the knight, so it had to go here. Queens came off, then this knight was attacked by this pawn, so the knight retreated. Then this pawn move was played, so the knight came to c6, and then from c6 it went to the central square d4. Levon sacrificed the pawn on c2, so Radjabov took it, the rook came to c1, attacking the knight, and here we are. So many moves made by just this piece. Play like Carlsen with black. I go through 8 examples in the full video on how to play just like Carlsen with the black pieces in Blitz. I feel this is a very instructive video. In this clip, I will show a checkmate pattern that involves removing the defender. Have you ever wondered how Magnus Carlsen plays Blitz? Good, because this video is for you. You know what? This video is for everyone. Because who would not want to play like Magnus Carlsen, even if it is just for one game? In this video, I will explain many examples showing how Magnus Carlsen plays Blitz with black. The rooks come off, take. Time to checkmate the king in the middle of the board. Queen b5. In this position, white can actually play queen b2 or queen a2 to stop checkmate, and I'll show you why soon. a4 played. Sacrifice. Just to remove the defender of this knight to this square. Rook takes c1 check, game over, because after take, queen e2 is mate. This is what I find so impressive. Even in a winning position, Magnus is still calculating right till the very end. If white has a resource, Magnus is going to find it. There's a move like queen b2. The reason is rook takes c1 check doesn't work because you take with the bishop. The queen actually still guards it. Even when Magnus is completely winning, he's still calculating right till the very end. It's just such an amazing game from him. Queen g3, what a move. g6 was played in the game, but the question must be, why not rook takes c4? Another moment to pause the video. Can you find a brilliant move for white? And the clue is, you don't move the bishop on d4, even though it's attacked. Cool move, queen b3, gorgeous. Just swing the queen over to the queen side. Rook takes bishop, doesn't work, because now we're using the pin, the diagonal, the b3 g8 diagonal, knight e7 check is a brilliant move. Winning the queen, king goes in the corner, and you can pick up the queen. Perfect tactic. Richard Rapport is so creative, he played a wonderful attacking game against Austrian GM David Schengelier. Here is a clip of the brilliant sacrifice in the center. Rapport retreats with bishop f7, queen to f3. The following move is the reason I wanted to go through this game. It's so instructive, black's next move. It's really about just full central control leading to a kingside attack. I love how creative Rapport is. Rook e4, here we go. Just putting a rook right in the middle. Bishop takes. Take with the d pawn. Notice when this capture is made is now 4 against 3 on the king side. This bishop on h4 is trapped, and this bishop can come in the game. So amazing idea from Rapport. I Am Hans Niemann became a GM in January. Here is a clip of a brilliant variation. Thank you to FIDE for awarding my GM title. It's official. This is what Hans Niemann tweeted on the 14th of January 2021. I want to show you a brilliant variation. What if Cornet changed his mind and played rook b8? If Hans planned this tactic, then congratulations. You absolutely deserve this GM norm, this GM title, because there's a brilliant tactic coming up. If black actually defends this pawn, can you find it? A brilliant way to crash through. Pause the video now or let the timer run. Can you see it? It's to do with the poor placement of the king and the queen. The stunning move is rook takes bishop. If king takes, knight e5 check doesn't work because knight takes e5, the knight defends the queen. Hence, you remove the defender, rook takes knight. What a stunning sequence, a double rook sacrifice. It's not really a double rook sack because you can't take the rook on c6 because you lose the queen to knight e5 check. If you don't take the rook, then black is losing. White has two pieces, a bishop and a knight for the rook. The king is a lot weaker. Esipenko versus Carlsen. In this clip, I will show one tweet from Carlsen and one comment from Esipenko. Even when Magnus loses, he still finds humour in a situation. This is what Magnus tweeted after his loss. Had a very unpleasant experience at the playing hall today, felt like a swab was being shoved into my nostril and all the way inside my brain, causing a lot of pain. COVID test after the game was not that bad though. Andrei Esipenko said after the game, I think it's one of the best days in my life. I feel very great and I have nothing to say. I don't know how I will celebrate, but I will sleep very well today. Caruana played an exchange so shocking, it shocked the chess world. I called this video the shock exchange. Giving up the King's Indian bishop in this way is just ridiculous. In this video, we are going to see one astonishing move in the opening. No one could believe Fabiano Caruana, world number 2, played this move. This is the moment which took the chess world by surprise. After rook d1, Caruana just gave up his bishop. What high level preparation this is. Bishop takes c3, queen takes, and now queen f6. Two bishops against two knights. And what does Caruana do straight away? He offers this queen trade. In the game, queen c1 was played, and looking at the time, crikey, White spent 30 minutes. I am making this video to document the journey, the process. This video gives me a chance to look back to see how far I have come. Number of subscribers at the start of January, 307. At the end of January, 357. An increase in 50 subscribers. Thank you to everyone who watches this channel. Thank you to all the subscribers.